Welcome to the upside. Time travel to the present. I am Los Stevens, joined by
And I am Bertram Jacob, the professor. Los,
and
which character did you identify with most on Gilligan's Island? The professor?
oh yeah, absolutely. Who did you?
That was you. I wanted to be the rich guy.
Ah, of
What was that
course you
guy's
would
name? Do you
be.
remember?
No, I don't remember. What was his name?
Man, Bertram Jacob. It's a trick question, Los. And if you
Okay.
followed us from previous podcasts, booze and basketball and Madman World, you want to say the Madman World thing?
The best of. Oh no. That was
No,
booze and
that's
basketball.
booze and
That was our
basketball.
first. It's been exactly 10 years since we did our first podcast, which was booze and basketball, the best of both
Mm.
worlds, which was followed by our most recent show, Mad World.
Mad World.
That's right. But now we've grown up a little bit. We've uh we've matured and now we're here to look at the upside in life and take a
Mm.
trip, time travel so to speak. And so that's what landed us here. And this is episode 1, Beyond the Screen, Television's Deeper Meaning. So, Bertram, how many?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, isn't that a question?
Another question.
You
Two
man, I
questions.
love you so much. It's so good to see you on our third
Yeah,
podcast. Our third podcast.
third
It's just so
time's a
good to
charm.
see you, man. I'll let you ask me anything. I'll let you ask me boxers or briefs. You go ahead. You get as intimate as you want, my friend.
That's another. That could be episode 2. But
Boxers or
okay,
briefs.
how many streaming services are you
Wow,
subscribed to?
that's that's even more of an intimate question than the boxers or briefs. Wow. D can anyone keep track anymore? I see that was that Rocket Money or whatever. They
Yeah. So
take a
you
look
could
and see
save some
what
money.
subscriptions you have. I always thought that was dumb because I said, how do
Not a
you not know
sponsor,
how
but
many
you could be.
subscriptions you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. So send us an email at theupside@gmail.com. I don't think we got a Gmail yet, buddy. We'll get one up and going. Well, let's see. I have a wife now, so we kind of split some stuff. So she might have Max, and she might have Disney. I think I have Netflix. One of us, I think she still might have Hulu. Oh,
Mm,
geez. What else is out there? I had Sling for a minute. I had
mm,
I think one was Tubi.
yeah.
I had that for a minute because our house was on House Hunters. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, you told
Uh,
me.
yeah. And so, whew, man, is that it? In and
Yeah.
out, right?
So
Because no one has all this, no one has all of the streaming services at once. I feel like you sort of hop back and forth between them based on the shows that are coming and going. I know I canceled my HBO as soon as Game of Thrones was done, and then only picked it back up for House of the Dragon. And if House of the Dragon is correct, we might not be seeing another episode for a while. And so I might have to drop that one and move somewhere else. You're
I,
sort of a vagrant, a wanderer, if you will, in the streaming world. I feel like. Do you feel the
a
same way?
vagabond.
Yes, I'm a vagabond, just looking for a sandwich. Just something to meal to tide me over. I need sustenance,
Yeah.
Los.
And that was the whole point of streaming services, right? It was supposed to be a la carte, almost a buffet, if you will. You pick and choose what you want and consume that to your delight, to your heart's content. But what we
A
found is
vagabond at a Las Vegas buffet.
exactly. But what we found is that now it's just sort of we are now lost in the sauce, the streaming sauce,
Mm.
because there's so many services where all the content are fragmented around. So one's in Prime, another's in Netflix, another's in Hulu, Disney Plus, Max, uh, Criterion Collection, the channel, whatever. Yeah, I
Mm.
mean they're everywhere. So I use an app, just watch. I believe you could also find it online, justwatch.com. Nice directory. If you're thinking, where could I find this? Just type it in and they'll display where you could watch it, streaming service, and then if
Oh,
not
okay.
available, download links from iTunes, Amazon, you name it. They're not a sponsor again, but they could be. And but yeah, that's how I try and navigate. But and nowadays that speaks to the content that's on these streaming services. Recently, we've seen an uptick in even reality TV on on streaming services. Have you noticed that?
That there's more reality shows on there, or just
Yeah,
new
like
content
Love
or old
Island,
content?
Love Island,
Oh, you know what?
some of yeah.
I forgot about Peacock, and me and the wife just finished the first season of Tough Enough, which is a professional wrestling reality show from 2001, and she had never seen it, and I went back and wanted to watch that, and so we dug up a 2001 season of a reality show on Peacock, and that was an experience, 22 years ago, though.
What, reality TV?
Just digging up something from 22 years ago, I feel like, and something I watched in the moment that
Yeah.
sort of took me back in time. This is the time traveler's guide to the present. In this
Yeah,
case, you don't know where you are or where you're going if you don't know where you've been, my friend.
that's right. So bring
Mm.
a compass with you. That's the key. Or
Oh,
just your
come
phone.
on.
GPS. A little more accurate. But yeah, so that I mentioned reality TV because I'm almost putting myself back in the past, right? Remember when I remember a pivotal point when even the History Channel, you go on the History Channel and it was
Mm.
reality television shows. And we're both movie, film, TV buffs, nerds. We've been
Aficionados.
alleged. Yeah. Um, connoisseur. But I
Ooh,
remember this
yeah.
was what, early mid 2000s, where it was peak reality TV. And we almost felt like that was the end of TV, right? It's Now it's junk food, it's reality TV, and it's sports. And every channel is trying to get in on this. But the writer's strike came along in the late 2000s, and then there was this shift towards premium prestige television. And then it
Mm.
became funny, it became bite-sized. There was something for everyone, and original programming was back. Not that reality TV wasn't original, but it was back. And the and it just coincided with now people are on the internet watching these this content. So the streaming services got involved, and then they took over, and now they make their own prestige. But now it's sort of tipping the scale because there's so many streaming services out here. Now it's an arms race to, okay, people are getting rid of their streaming services. How could I
Sure.
bring them back? Make them comfortable. Netflix, I think, is just, they're so good at that. They make us comfortable. But where it comes now is that now there's a specific type of content that they're looking for. Amidst the thousands and thousands of titles that they have, now what they're looking for to showcase are whether it's reality TV or it's live programming like sports. It's kind of come full circle now, right? Netflix is even going to
Sure.
stream Formula One. And if ever that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight comes to be, that's what's going to
It won't.
happen now. And so creators or producers or writers in Hollywood and beyond are feeling like, okay, is there that room for this independent, original, niche
Mm.
programming, even though they have more outlets than ever? So it's almost like, and then I saw, yeah, we're almost left with just junk food, right? Again, like it was back in the 2000s. So
Wow.
where's the
Uh,
where's the
Do you
substance?
think? Do you think that it's something akin to they were like Doritos nacho cheese,
Yeah.
and then today now we have Takis that like man we took something that we thought was dangerous 20 years ago, and now you're getting stomach cancer and all sorts of stuff
Yeah.
from it.
Now they make them blue. Why
Oh
are chips
man.
blue? I have a niece. Yeah, she's a teenager now. She's 15, I believe. She
Oh, you're
loves
old.
Takis. Loves
Oh yeah.
Takis. But yeah, it's junk food now because, and it's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to blame us, but it's our brain, right? Always want the
Yeah.
dopamine. And so I'm not a good binger, but that's the thing. It's all about binging content. And so
Mm.
whether that's sports or reality TV, it's kind of come through that. Or like,
Well,
yeah, revivals or adaptations. That was another thing in the 2000s. Everything's a remake, everything's a franchise. And so, see, again, coming full circle in the span of like 20 years.
mm. Los, I disagree with you.
Oh, you disagree.
As brilliant and as handsome as you are, and as wise as you are beyond your
But
years.
I could never be as
Com-
wrong.
oh yeah, you're 100% wrong. You should leave the studio
Oh,
immediately.
okay.
And the
Time
issue
out.
that I have is this idea that we seeing Bravo television leave, where it used to be the Actors Channel, and they used to
Yeah.
put up plays, and then they became reality television. And what you were just talking about, all these reality televisions have just these shows that apply to the lowest common denominator that they've taken over, similar to how Takis and Doritos and all these corn chips have taken over in our diet, how it could be just straight dopamine related. Because this is a show that is called The Upside, I need to challenge that idea to say that while there are a lot of streaming services and a lot of television channels before that that really pushed a lot of these low IQ reality shows. I think that the good television, the good shows that did, as you put it, get lost in the sauce, I think that we are on the precipice of a renaissance with those shows, Los, that, you know, because there is such a demand for content, I think we're going to go back to a place where the good shows will find their way through. They will break through the algorithm, that those offer a dopamine hit as well. Similar to Los, I feel just as good eating a big old plate of broccoli as I do having some Takis. In fact, to some extent, I may feel better having that plate of broccoli, even though I can acknowledge that the Takis, you know, can
Are
be much
tastier.
more overpowered. Still there, Los?
Yeah.
Okay. I had an issue with my recording for a minute.
Ah,
And
I see.
so I believe that together, Los, we can
Yeah.
solve this issue, especially since we're the time traveler's guide to the present. We can have an impact on our future, especially as these shows exist in perpetuity, right? A lot
Yeah.
of these shows, just because they do not tie into the algorithm now, does not mean that they are lost forever. And we need to do a better job. We used to call them reruns back in the day. This was my wife's first time watching this show, Tough Enough, right? And to her, it exists in the present. Just because it was in 2001 does not mean that she isn't experiencing that now. And so I think that's part of our show.
So tell me about as we, so you're saying there's an upside. I'm excited about that. And And as we head into this renaissance, looking back, right? So, because I want to be able to be informed of what's to come, informed of what the future may hold for us. Give me some examples of some shows back in the day that may have been
Mm.
forgotten, but they were substantive. I've always loved that word,
Oh yeah.
substantive. Good job,
Ooh,
brain, for coming up with that.
substantial, substantial.
No, but substantive.
um, what I found fascinating about these shows that I want to tell you about, Los, is that what was your website where you could look up where to find things?
Just watch.
Just Watch. I typed all of them into Just Watch while you were talking about them, and none of them currently stream, Los. None
Ooh.
of them are currently available, and I feel like that it is our duty as watchers of content that we need to inquire about these shows, and we need to put them somewhere where they were available so that people can experience them, not as a rerun, but in the current time, right? These are shows that will profoundly change who you are as a person. Los, do you have any shows like that before I launch into mine?
I I can't say I do at that level. So I'd love to hear yours.
Okay. So the first two I wanted to talk about are somewhat linked. They were both started on our good friends at Fox, who are known for making such wonderful content, Los.
Yeah,
um,
twin.
let's
Yeah,
go
Fox,
ahead.
not Fox News, but yeah, Fox.
No, oh man, don't. I didn't say. Hey, why'd you bring them up? um, So the first two I wanted to talk about specifically because they thematically fit the same thing. Let's revisit these shows, American Grit and Boot Camp, both by the
Hmm.
Fox network. These shows were more than just reality competitions. They were laboratories for studying human resilience. Psychological research has long explored the concept of grit, defined by your old friend Angela Duckworth, which I feel like a lot of that work, have we reached the point of no return on talking about grit, Los?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
have to
My
reframe it.
Fair enough. It was defined as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. The challenges faced by the contestants in these shows pushed them to their limits, revealing their capacity for things like endurance, things like determination, and adaptability. American Grit premiered on Fox in 2016, hosted by your good friend WWE superstar John Cena. The show featured 16 contestants competing in a series of grueling physical and mental challenges. The competition took place over several weeks, with contestants eliminated one by one until a final winner was crowned. Each episode featured a new challenge designed to test the contestants' endurance, strength, and mental toughness. These challenges often involve physically demanding tasks, such as climbing mountains, crossing rivers, navigating obstacle courses. In addition to physical challenges, contestants were also faced with mental challenges such as problem solving, puzzles, and teamwork exercises. The show's unique selling point was its emphasis on positive competition. Unlike many reality shows, there was no backstabbing, no manipulation. Instead, contestants were encouraged to support and motivate each other. Their goal was to celebrate human resilience and perseverance rather than exploit the weaknesses of the contestants. I remember when I watched American Grit. I was living in Los Angeles with friends. We were working out a lot and trying to get in the best shape of our lives. We were sparring with wrestling matches. We were trying to outmatch each other on the bench press. We were intrigued by the concept of a competition that tested both physical and mental endurance. And we knew who John Cena was as avid wrestling fans, so we decided to give it a try. What struck me most about American Grit was the raw human emotion on display. The contestants were pushed to their absolute limits, both physically and mentally. I witnessed tears of frustration, moments of doubt, and flashes of incredible determination. It was a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity for resilience. One of the most inspiring aspects of the show was the camaraderie among the contestants. Despite the intense competition, they often supported and encouraged each other. This demonstrated the power of teamwork and the importance of human connection, even in the most challenging circumstances. John Cena's role as host was also a highlight. His positive energy and unwavering belief in the contestants were infectious. He provided a much needed sense of support and encouragement, helping the contestants to push through their doubts and fears. I remember the military captains of each team, how they were experienced veterans and heroes in their own right. Watching American Grit taught me the importance of perseverance and never giving up on my goals. It also reinforced the value of teamwork and the power of human connection. The show's emphasis on positive competition was refreshing and inspiring, and it left me feeling motivated and empowered. I believe that American Grit is a show that has something to offer everyone. Whether you're a fan of reality television, a sports enthusiast, or simply looking for an inspiring story, this show is worth watching. Los, I remember I saw an article from Medium not too long ago about the importance of doing good for others and community service. And the line that really stuck with me the most that I've applied to my own life is that by doing good for others and by doing community service, it awoke the humanity in me. And when I think about these shows like Boot Camp and American Grit, it makes me feel human and it makes me feel connected to other people in a positive way. And for me, the fact that that is gone from all social media and all streaming platforms, that nobody can experience this show right now, it breaks my heart, because it's a challenge of human fortitude. It celebrates the human condition.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're telling me a reality show, a reality game show had that
Yeah.
much substance? I would have thought you
Oh
were
man.
talking about something directed by Paul Thomas Anderson or something. I mean,
Well,
geez
and what's
Louise.
fascinating the most about it, the second season, you could tell that Fox clearly spent too much money on the first season and it didn't get the ratings or the money back
Mm,
that it
mm.
would have made. So they drastically cut funding. So I believe John Cena was gone from the second season. And then the the characters they brought in for the military veterans were nowhere near the heroes that the first season provided, where you can tell that they made it more of a game. They made it more of a cutthroat competition where there could be a little bit of backstabbing. They didn't celebrate the human spirit. A lot of that was gone with the second season, and it really broke my heart.
This side.
Mm,
Okay.
agreed.
Well, and that wasn't
um,
too long ago.
no, no, not at all. What did I
Okay,
say,
but what else you got?
2015?
What else you got?
2016.
Whoa, I'm
Okay.
at the edge of my seat now.
Okay, let's talk about boot camp. Boot Camp was a lot longer ago. Boot Camp was a reality show that aired on Fox in the late 1990s. The show featured a group of recruits who were put through a rigorous military style training program. The goal was to transform these recruits into disciplined, physically fit, military like individuals. The show followed the recruits as they participated in a variety of physical and mental challenges, including obstacle courses, endurance tests, and leadership exercises. Their recruits were constantly pushed to their limits, both physically and mentally. Boot Camp was a popular show that attracted a large audience. It was praised for its realistic portrayals of military life and its ability to inspire viewers to push themselves beyond their limits. I remember watching Boot Camp as a teenager. It was a show that pushed me to my limits, both physically and mentally. The recruits' grueling challenges, the relentless drill sergeants, and the constant pressure to succeed were all elements that resonated with me. Boot Camp wasn't just a reality show, it was a test of character. The recruits were forced to confront their fears, overcome their weaknesses, and discover their inner strength. Watching them struggle and ultimately triumph was both inspiring and humbling. The show's focus on discipline, teamwork, and perseverance were particularly impactful. It taught me the importance of setting goals, working hard, and never giving up. I also learned the value of supporting others and working towards a common goal. Boot camp was a challenging watch, but it also was incredibly rewarding. It left me feeling motivated, inspired, and helped me develop a stronger sense of self discipline and determination. Resilience is a complex trait, influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, environment, and personal experiences. Research suggests that individuals who develop resilience often possess characteristics like optimism, problem solving skills, social support, and a sense of purpose. By fostering these qualities, American Grit and Boot Camp provided contestants with the tools they needed to succeed in life. For
Wow.
me, it's a story of resilience, Los. That resilience is something that you can teach through a reality show, believe it or not.
I did not expect to hear about two reality shows that were so in depth. Um,
Oh man, you
wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. So, anything that, what else do we got? Are there any fictional programming? I'm just curious. Now that people want to know, what else you got
you
for
want to
us?
so,
Uncle
so you don't
Bertram.
want to you don't want a reality show, you want a fiction show now?
Let's check
Okay.
it out. What do we got?
Okay. We'll come back to reality shows as our finish, okay?
Oh, there's one more? Oh, but wait.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Well,
give us another reality show. I'm just so
well
floored that reality shows could be so deep. If you got more, give it to us, buddy.
Okay, and what's interesting is this will blend fiction and nonfiction, and then we'll move
Mm.
straight into the fiction for the last one. This is a show that is also not on any streaming service, and it stinks because, for obvious reasons, I think that you'll find that this really has historical context, and for those reasons, it should be preserved. I mean, this was a show for me that should be put in the Smithsonian. This
Oh,
should be a time.
oh,
This
hey,
is a.
time
You
out,
know what it is? Yeah,
time out. The Smithsonian.
it's a time capsule.
You watch your mouth.
This one was also on Fox, Los. Are you ready?
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. This was my favorite reality show growing up. It was called Murder in Small Town X. And Murder in Small Town X offered a unique perspective on human intelligence. The show required contestants to use their deductive reasoning skills to solve a murder mystery. This type of problem solving is essential for navigating the complexities of the modern world. Cognitive psychologists have studied the brain's ability to process information and make decisions. Research suggests that effective problem solving involves a combination of analytical thinking, creative problem solving, and emotional intelligence. The contestants on Murder in Small Town X showcased all of these properties and qualities. Murder in Small Town X was a reality game show that aired on Fox in 2001. Remember
Wow.
that date, Los. Remember that year. The show
Oh,
featured a group of contestants who were transported to a fictional town where a murder had occurred. I want to say it was Sunshine, I think was the name of it. The contestants were given clues and evidence to help them solve a crime. It was specifically a murder, a family murder. The show was a unique blend of reality television and mystery. It featured a cast of colorful characters, including actors who played the townspeople. Everybody in town was an actor, Los. The show's format was similar to a whodunit mystery novel, with contestants using their deductive reasoning skills to eliminate suspects and narrow down the list of potential killers. Murder in Small Town X was a popular show that received positive reviews from critics. It was praised for its clever puzzles and its ability to keep viewers engaged. The show's format was innovative and refreshing, and it helped set it apart from other reality shows. I remember watching Murder in Small Town X with a mix of excitement and skepticism. The premise of a reality game show where contestants had to solve a murder mystery was intriguing, but I wasn't sure how well it would translate to television. I was a huge fan of mystery novels and detective stories when I was a kid. However, I was pleasantly surprised by this show. The contestants were a diverse group of individuals with varying backgrounds and skill sets. Watching them, one of the things I admired most about the show was the contestants' deduction and intelligence. They approached the challenge with a sense of purpose and determination, and they were clearly passionate about solving the case. Murder in Small Town X was a refreshing change of pace from the typical reality television fare. It was a show that rewarded intelligence and problem solving skills, teamwork, rather than drama and conflict. I highly recommend it to anyone who enjoys a good mystery. One of the most memorable contestants on Murder in Small Town X was the winner, Angel Warbe. Angel was a New York firefighter who tragically lost his life in the September 11th attacks not long after he won the show. His participation in the show was a testament to his intelligence, courage, and compassion. Angel's performed for his family, friends, and community. His legacy will live on not only as a firefighter who gave his life to save others, but as an amazing contestant who demonstrated the power of human intelligence and the importance of perseverance. What a show.
that's wild.
Yeah.
And it's maybe we should retitle this episode because now I'm thinking, is this the shows that streaming forgot? Is that it?
Maybe. It's odd to me that these shows don't have a place to be viewed currently, right? Is that
Yeah,
they can,
especially Murder in
we're
Small
talking about
Town X.
Fox. Yeah,
Yeah.
they could. I just named 3 Fox shows that could easily be dusted off and put anywhere. Where does Fox stream? Disney?
Uh, um, that's a good question.
Because I
Hulu.
know
They
The
used to
Simpsons are
stream
on
on
Disney
Hulu.
Plus.
They
Hmm,
used to stream on Hulu, and I know now they do have a streaming service, but I think it's more towards the Fox News. There's Fox Nation. But I don't know if they have. Well, they obviously don't have Murder in Small Town X, but yeah. On that point, though, true crime is such a thing right now. I love true crime. Those documentaries, so great.
bring it
Especially,
back. Bring
yeah.
it back.
Knives Out was a very popular movie. Now they're turning that basically to a franchise. I heard the third one is in the works. That's like a
That's Ryan Johnson.
reality show version of Knives Out. Who wouldn't want that?
Hmm.
Who wouldn't want to be a part
Go
of
back
that?
and watch Brick. Brick was an amazing
Yeah.
movie
Oh,
too.
Ryan
Joseph
Johnson.
Gordon-Levitt, Ryan
Just
Johnson, same
yeah,
director.
yeah. Okay. So was it just reality shows for you? Not that I
Not
shouldn't
just
use the word
reality.
just. I shouldn't use the word just. But
I think
I'm
we've
just
shown that
floored, like I
reality
said.
shows can have some
They could
sort
be
of
deep.
stuff that is it's not just a bag of Takis, Los.
No. It's like I love watching Gordon Ramsay shows, Master Chef, Hell's Kitchen. It's like an elevated version of Takis. You know, they give you some mystery ingredients sometimes, and then you open the box and it's Takis, and they'll be like, make a elevated Taki dish. That's what you just did. You made an elevated
Yes.
Taki dish
Thank you, my
with
friend.
the
You look
white
so
wine
you just
reduction or something.
you're as smart as you are handsome.
Anyway, is that it for those shows? But that's a lot to chew on.
Yes. Well, I think we've had a mix of old shows and newer shows.
Yeah,
Let's do one more old show to throw it in there, but this one will be fiction.
give it to
Los,
me.
did you ever watch Ghost Rider as a kid?
Not.
Oh
I did
man,
not.
you
I
missed
think
out on something great.
I was a little maybe a little young.
Yeah, absolutely. It was 1992 to 95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Well,
I was a toddler.
mm, it was more than just a children's show. It was a tool for fostering literacy and imagination. Studies have shown that reading and writing can have a profound impact on cognitive development, emotional well being, and social skills. By encouraging children to solve mysteries and the use of their reading and writing skills, Ghostwriter helped develop critical thinking and problem solving skills. Additionally, the show's emphasis on creativity and imagination can inspire children to explore new ideas and perspectives. Ghostwriter was a children's television show that aired from 1992 to 1995. The show followed a group of friends who solved mysteries with the help of a friendly ghost named Ghostwriter. The ghost could communicate with the children by manipulating text and letters, forming words and sentences. Each episode of Ghostwriter featured a new mystery that the children had to solve. The mysteries, often based on classic literature such as Sherlock Holmes stories or Edgar Allan Poe, the show encouraged children to use their reading and writing skills to solve mysteries, while also teaching them about important social and historical issues. Ghostwriter was a popular show that received critical acclaim. It was praised for its educational value and its ability to engage young viewers. The show's characters were relatable and likable, and the mysteries were both challenging and entertaining. Ghostwriter was a childhood favorite of mine. It was a show that sparked my imagination and inspired me to love to read. The concept of a ghost who communicated through written words was both intriguing and educational for me. The show's focus on literacy and problem solving was particularly impactful. It taught me the importance of using my brain and my imagination to solve problems. The characters were relatable and inspiring, and the mysteries were both challenging and entertaining. One of the things I admired most about Ghost Rider was its emphasis on diversity. The show featured a diverse group of friends from Brooklyn, which helped to broaden my understanding of the world around me. Ghost Rider was a show that encouraged me to be curious, to think critically, and to use my imagination. It's a show that I'll always hold dear to my heart.
Wow. So yeah, I was a little young for that, but no, that
Hmm.
sounds great. I love the idea of a ghost sort of manipulating you for good. So my question is, can shows like this even exist anymore? And apologies to Just Watch. Hey, we were giving you a glowing endorsement, but we just happened upon four programs which aren't
That you don't
which
have?
aren't streaming. So I mean,
Yeah.
Just Watch at least gave us that information. Please don't exclude us from future sponsor opportunities. But yeah, we didn't we didn't give them many good results.
Well,
That
and I think that
wasn't
was the
yeah.
heart of the episode, right? Is that
Yeah.
these are shows that are hidden gems that are so hidden they're currently not streaming. And it is important to look at this idea that we say that we have all these shows at our fingertips, but the truth is we don't have all these shows, right? That certain things are being hidden, whether it's for contract reasons or it's the algorithm, or maybe we think that a lot of these shows have no merit, right? That the only shows that have merit are the shows that everybody watches. And I think we're starting to prove, Los, that that's not the case, that there are shows that are hidden gems that need to be brought to the forefront. And you say, can these exist anymore? And I say, as long as there's a market, Los Friedman, the Milton Friedman, the capitalist, the economic savant, Los, clearly knows that as long in a capitalist society, as long as there is a want or a demand for something, it will be given to the public. Would you agree?
Most of the time. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Because there could be
We can
artificial
all
pressures suppressing.
sure. This is the
Yeah.
upside, and the good news is we can make the change, Los. We
Yeah.
call this the time traveler's guide to the present. It's okay to take the great things in the past and pull it forward with us to the present, and we have to be very mindful of that, because if we don't, they die in the past. Let's pick the things that we want to bring with us. If it's like the Oregon Trail, the old video game. It's like you only take the things that you need, and there's a lot of reality shows that we can just leave back where it goes, and we can pull the good ones with us, Los. Have the
People
oxen, tie it to the oxen.
people love their Takis. We don't we yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of Takis for people. But there's some elevated. There's some Takis that are actually good for you. That's what we can move forward with. And I do think it's valuable because I found myself especially YouTube, for example. That's a whole different streaming service because there's a lot of how to, there's a lot of motivational stuff there that you could find, self
Sure.
help. And I often use YouTube for both entertainment and instruction. So maybe some of
I
that
did
could
both of those
spin off.
today.
Yeah, maybe some of that could spin off to these streaming services. That's very interesting. And I think
Mm,
also highlighted the potential market for anyone who wants to start a streaming service of forgotten movies and TV shows. That would be
mm,
great. More curated by humans, not by algorithms, you know?
I agree.
Okay. Well, with that, we have a lot to work with and a lot to look forward to in the future
Yeah.
of TV, the future of the internet and streaming services, and a lot to look forward to. So that is the upside. Any parting words for our viewers and listeners?
No, the fact that the light is getting harder on me means it's getting darker in the back, and it looks like I'm about to be interrogated. But
The
where
Ghost
were you?
Rider's coming for.
I swear, the Ghost Rider's trying to get me. No, thank you. I think in our last show, The Mad Mad World, we wanted to highlight a lot of the problems in our society, and then a bunch of other shows came along that also looked at the problems of our society. In fact, Jon Stewart's show was called The Problem, and I think it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life, and I'm feeling good, to quote, Michael Bublé's song. and and I think it's time we got to start looking at the upside, my friend. Do you agree?
I agree. So until the next time, we'll see you on the upside.